This is a video on Vicious Circle. Didn't think I'd be making another one, but I didn't think that Rooster Teeth apparently might have a developer doing very shady things and lying to the community either. But that's apparently what a number of people from the Rooster Teeth community are accusing this developer of. Lying. Straight up lying. And I'll explain everything in just a moment. If you saw my video earlier today regarding the litigation, that video was just me talking to the camera. This one's going to be dramatically different. I have a document that I've compiled, and I'm thinking of taking this approach in videos from now on. Certain videos, not all of them, just specific ones. This helps me kind of put everything in one place and keep track of it as we scroll through. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Take a look at this. So this is the document that I've put together. It goes on for quite a while. We're going to scroll through this, and I'm going to explain what exactly is going on with this developer and why people are saying that this guy is lying about Vicious Circle. So let's roll the intro, and I'll see you in just a moment. Welcome back. So let's take it from the top, and please let me know your thoughts on this formatting in this video. You know, by the time we're done with it though, let me know what you think about it. Hopefully it goes well. We'll find out. So if you don't know what Vicious Circle is, let me explain really quick. At the top, set in a gritty sci-fi comic book universe, Vicious Circle marks the first original intellectual property game from Rooster Teeth Games. Previous titles, such as Grim Eclipse of RWBY, have been inspired by existing series, such as the long-running anime RWBY. Anime straight up, not even debating it? Alright. Vicious Circle was created by Michael, the company's head of game development, in collaboration with the company's founders and other Rooster Teeth executives. So Vicious Circle, new game, and they were also giving some promotions where if you signed up for first for 12 months, you would get a free copy, or if you signed up for first plus, the higher tier, you would also get a free copy. Apparently, they were also sending copies out to people who were grandfathered previously, but that is kind of strange. Like, I don't think there was an official announcement about that, but I did have someone email me saying that they got a copy from being grandfathered. Interesting stuff. I don't know. So anyways, Vicious Circle has not been doing too well. This is the Steam stats, excuse me. You can see playing 4 minutes ago, 0. 24 hours ago, 5 people online at the peak. And the all-time peak, only 304 players concurrently online. Now here comes the apparent lies. Let me make something very clear in this video. I'm not outright stating that this dev is lying. This is way out of the scope of my expertise, so to speak. I'm not a coder, I'm not a developer, I don't know how this works. So all I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to present to you the information that I've collected, and I will humbly ask you to make your own opinion on this. But I will also say, from what I've seen, I haven't seen a single person in the community defend this developer. So make of that what you will. Let's continue on. This post reads, oh, excuse me. I'm still getting used to this formatting myself. That scrolled a little quicker than I thought it would. There we go. So one post oh my gosh, why is it still scrolling? Oh, it's bugged up. I think I need a new mouse, guys. It's scrolling. I'm not even telling it to move. I think my mouse is bugged. Anyways, I'm sorry about that. So one post said, the dev is responding on Steam forums saying, we are using dedicated servers, so the stats don't show trackers. This is straight up false. Pretty scummy thing for a dev to do. Not sure if lying or just uninformed. Look for an already struggling game. Excuse me, not a good look for an already struggling game. It's cut off slightly. It's a little better. So here's the dev, Skilltacular. Here's what the dev said and why he's getting backlash. Says, we are using dedicated servers. Those stats are not visible to any outside website. Player base is strong and matchmaking is quick. Well, you know what? That absolutely does not go along with the information that I've seen people posting. To be fair to this dev, that post was made on the 14th of August, so a little over a month ago. But even back then, the game was not doing so great, and that's part of why he had backlash here in the comments. We'll take a look in a moment. But let me mention, you know, a month later now, and the game is way worse for wear than it was a month ago even. It's not good. I feel bad for people that actually enjoy the game because they can't even really play it now. The game seems like no one plays it. No one plays it. The stats I showed you earlier are very recent. That's the most recent one that I could find. So the dev, Skilltacular, again, says they're using the dedicated servers. The stats are not visible. The player base is strong and matchmaking is quick. Some responses. Care to share the numbers? Spoiler alert, this dev I don't think ever did. I looked through the history. Unless I missed it, they never did. I played for an hour and a half. I played with the same 2 to 3 people in open searches. Always had an extra spot open. The numbers are looking like I was 1/5 of the player base, lol. Don't know what that one's about. You don't own... Oh, Vicious Circle. Okay. Lol, nice work. Yeah, he could have refunded, and yesterday the servers were having issues, but heck, I couldn't resist. Had to say something because how he said 2 to 3 players when the game won't launch unless there are 5. Now players can quit, but I find it won't refill until a round is over. Interesting. Dev doesn't want to quote numbers. It might use dedicated servers, but it still uses Steam, so the numbers are probably correct. As you can see, no one really agreed with this guy, and it continued. Here's some more. Another response. Someone says, that's not true. Steam tracks, and, what is this? Steam tracks and people watch through... Okay, I don't know. That's formulated a little weird. I'll just read it as it is, though. That's not true. Steam tracks and people watch through Steam stats. This game is only available on Steam, so it does not matter if your multiplayer servers are dedicated. Average is 107.4 players, though that isn't super accurate because launch throws it up. Currently 66 playing, all-time peak 304. There you go. Now, some more information if you weren't aware of how empty this game is. What you're taking a look here is their subreddit. There's literally only 2 posts. This is the official, I believe it's the official Vicious Circle subreddit. It's our Vicious Circle game. Look at this. Only 8 members and 0 online. 8 total. And that's not even the worst of it, guys. Take a look at this. This is the Vicious Circle events discussion from Steam. Skilltacular, that same dev, was posting updates quite often. And then it all started to stop. Take a look at this. July 25th, August 2nd, August 6th, August 13th, August 14th, August 15th, August 16th. Pretty active updates. August 20th, August 27th. September 3rd, and that's it. After September 3rd, there has not been any updates. And not just that, the dev has apparently not posted at all. Not even just making threads or update threads. He hasn't responded at all, as far as I was able to see looking into this. Again, unless I just boomered the navigating through Steam. Unless I boomered navigating through Steam, this dev has literally gone MIA. Has been MIA since September 3rd. Take a look. So what you saw above were the threads the dev had made in that Steam discussion page. But these are the general posts, the post history of Skilltacular, that dev. September 3rd is the last one. I don't know what happened, but it seems he is just gone. It's so weird. Some Steam posts about how inactive this game is, because I covered this already, but I didn't look at Steam, I looked at Reddit. Now we're taking a look at Steam. Let's take a look. Store. For as long as this game was alive, even though short-lived, I had fun with it. Don't regret buying it. But I think the devs should have put early access on the store page for others to understand it's a work in progress at the start at its release. How often nowadays do we see major companies... Now, you know, Rooster Teeth is not a major gaming company, but they certainly are a large company. These large companies, man, they make games. They come out incomplete. They want full price. And they patched it. Granted, Vicious Circle was $20, but in my opinion, that's full price. This game was clearly not a AAA title, so $20 seems like a fair full price if the game would actually work. But it seems like it doesn't really work because you need people to be on to play it, and no one's on to play it. So what's going on? Continuing with this post. This game needed more work put into it before they launched it in the first place. Lack of content is what really pulled this game down. Sure, Battle Pass kept people wanting to earn that skins and stuff, but lack of characters, maps, and monsters to pick from really made it stale. It should have been at least be able to pick 7 to 9 characters and 2 or 3 monsters to spice it up. That's all I have to say anyways. Another post, training/offline mode. Not a dev, so I don't know how hard it would be, but could we get some bots? Waiting in a queue all day is really irritating. The game is so fun when people are actually online. And again, I feel bad for people like that, man. If you enjoy this game, I feel for you, especially if you bought it. You know what? I kind of take that back. Like, I definitely feel very bad if you bought it, but even if you got it for free through supporting Rooster Teeth's first membership, I also feel very bad because you got the game for free, but you're paying for first membership. You're trying to support Rooster Teeth, and what you get in return is this, half-hearted attempt, it seems, at actually providing a good product. I'll get more into that as we continue on here, because I do think a big problem is that they haven't promoted this very well, and Rooster Teeth definitely should be able to promote this game. I mean, they have large content creators under their wing. It's really weird. Anyways, we'll talk more about that in a moment. Some more posts. Yeah, actually, I think I too that it could be a good idea. Man, sometimes when I'm speaking, I feel like I'm just making mistakes, but it's like the text is weird sometimes, guys. Yeah, it literally says, yeah, actually, I think I too that it could be a good idea. A training mode with bot, it could be very cool, actually. Another post reads, make free to play. Honestly, nobody will buy it. Said. And some more. Oh my gosh, my scrolling. Scrolling so bad. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Player count syncs hour to hour. Yesterday it had 105, and 2 hours ago it had 35 players, now 25. And reviews went from positive to mixed. Indeed, would love to play this game after they added more content, and I do not want to pay $20 for an alpha version of a game. Alpha version. With a concept, but nothing after a good concept without balancing, etc. I would play it if it were free to play. It doesn't look like it's worth $20 right now, and judging by the 6 players in-game right now in the mixed reviews, I would say that's the case. And finally, another response. LOL at the dev being asked the player numbers, and they didn't comment on it. Yeah, this game flopped. Shame. Told ya. So again, what I said in the beginning, I don't want to factually sit here saying the dev lied. I don't know. I don't have enough expertise to know how that works. But it's quite telling that the community, I haven't seen a single person stand up for that dev and back up that claim that the stats are just not visible for you or whatever he was getting at. So let me know in the comments below, those of you especially who know about this stuff, let me know if that's possible what the dev said and what you think about that. We're not done here yet. From Reddit. Has anyone managed to refund their Vicious Circle bought from the Rooster Teeth store? I had no idea this game had such a low player count. This is some stuff, to be fair, we already covered. If you had seen my previous video, you're going to recognize these posts. This is going to be a really short segment. It's just about a minute long. I just wanted to re-go over these because if people haven't seen these, it's pretty funny. And it's still telling to include this at the end. I mean, I usually check the numbers, the post continues, on a tracker site, but for some reason I thought the community would at least have enough to find a few games. Kind of sucks, to be honest. A response? I mean, I can't say I'm shocked. It's the type of game that can wear thin awfully fast. In addition, it's essentially an indie release, and thus depended almost entirely on word of mouth and Steam's promotion algorithms. The response to that, not to mention they played it a couple times, then never mentioned it again. Maybe it would draw more players if they played it and played it with viewers. And that takes me back to the criticism I had a moment ago. Rooster Teeth is a company who literally has big content creators under their wing, some affiliated, some directly working under them. And you're telling me that they failed to promote their own game? They somehow failed to promote their own game, it seems. And that's just baffling to me. How do you spend the money on R&D, the marketing that you did do, the developing, everything, right? The server hosting, everything. The overhead, the lights, the heat, the air, whatever, the electricity, everything. Every cost. How do you decide that's worth it and then like promote the game once and never do it again? It's baffling to me. It really is. And you have these Rooster Teeth fanatics trying to blame Gray as the sole person responsible for the failings of Rooster Teeth. Those people are so clueless. Oh my goodness. There is a rampant problem at Rooster Teeth. Mismanagement on a macro level. People are... There's multiple people clearly making mistakes here. And not even just managerial people in general. This developer could be another one. If this developer is really going around lying to people and then just ghosting them, going MIA after being called out about it, you really think this is a good look? You think this is a good look, Rooster Teeth? This damages your goodwill. This damages the trust that people had. And you guys actually had that trust. You had that goodwill. And for you to throw it all away in such a negligent way, to be honest, because again, how do you put all that time and effort and money into developing this game and then not promote it? And the same can be said about other products as well and where they fall short. It just shouldn't be the case. It really shouldn't. But it is. And finally, a little bit of humor at the end here. Except you can't see it because it's cut off. Oh no. Here you go. Let me scroll this up. Bernie's name is spelled incorrectly on the Vicious Circle website. Bernie Burns is Starsky. From the Vicious Circle website, apparently. This was from a Reddit post. I didn't directly go to the website and take a look. It was from the post. But there you go. According to that post and the screenshot, they don't even spell Bernie's name right on the website. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know what's going on with Rooster Teeth, guys, but it's not good. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Again, I'm going to reiterate it, if you wouldn't mind, on the presentation in this video. I know I could have done it a little neater, and I wasn't expecting my mouse to scroll like that. Sorry about that. But hopefully you like that presentation, because if you do, I certainly have no issue using that format for other videos. I already have one more video where the document is compiled, so I do plan on making another video in that format, at least one. but I'll see what you guys think about that, if you like it or not. It kind of does, like I said, help me keep everything together and then stay organized and move through it in a, you know, accurate manner, so to speak. So I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments below. And I have some shout outs now for the wonderful people who helped promote my last 2 videos, because I did not give shout outs in the last one. Was on a crunch to get that out. So for the last video, the litigation video from earlier today, shouts out to the Lancaster Kid, No One Important, Coden X, John Edwards, A Shot of Whiskey, Charza Kitsune, Scala Kitty, Joshua Boston, and for the for the gray video from yesterday, there we go, the anime guy, Dusk Wolf, DXDKJ, Ambi-Pass Studio, the Lancaster Kid, Nightmare 13, Brianna Jewel Reed, Random Fandom, I almost said that backwards that time, Crispy No Ken, Plague Priest, Joshua Boston, and there we go. And I got one more special shout out for my friend on Twitter, Misguided Ideals, at Misguided Ideals. Happy birthday to you, buddy. Celebrate well. Don't do what I did this weekend, and don't drink too much different whiskeys, man. That's all, man. That's the second time I've been messed up like that. I hope you have a good birthday. I hope you don't have a bad hangover. I hope you celebrate, but do it safely, responsibly. What am I doing, man? I sound like a freaking... Okay, man. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.